Alright, folks, it's time to buckle in for the next thrilling installment of dystopian nonsense, Insurgent. You know, the one where the stakes get higher, the plot gets dumber, and we're all left wondering if maybe the real dystopia is having to sit through 2 hours of this. Insurgent, huh? Sounds like a word that someone throws around at a dinner party to make themselves sound more intellectual. But let me tell you, this movie is about as deep as a kiddie pool on a hot summer day. So, remember Triss, our favorite divergent from the first movie? Yeah, she's back. And guess what? She's still angry, still confused, and still trying to survive in this world where, apparently, thinking for yourself is the ultimate crime. So, the big bad erudite are still trying to take over the world. Because they're smart, and smart people in these movies always have to be evil. They're like the valedictorian who, instead of just being satisfied with their straight A's, decides to take over the school. Now, in Insurgent, they've got this new brilliant idea to hunt down divergents because they're a threat to their neatly organized, completely asinine societal system. And how do they do this? By using this crazy box. That's right, folks. A box. Not just any box, mind you, but a magical box that can only be opened by a divergent. I'm not kidding. It's like they took the MacGuffin principle, sprinkled some dystopian fairy dust on it, and said, "Here, make a movie out of this." This box supposedly holds the secret to saving or destroying the world. So, naturally, everyone's after it. You know, because in a world of advanced technology and societal control, the ultimate weapon is a box with a mystery inside it. It's like someone watched too many episodes of Jeopardy! And thought, hey, what if we made this the centerpiece of our entire plot? Now, let's talk about Triss. She's on the run with her boyfriend, for. Yes, we're still calling him that, because apparently the writers ran out of names. They're dodging bullets, jumping out of trains, again, and hiding out in various safe houses like fugitives. All the while, Triss is dealing with some serious emotional baggage. She's got PTSD from the last movie, she's grieving the loss of her parents, and she's feeling guilty about everything that's gone wrong. But in typical dystopian fashion, all this emotional turmoil just makes her more determined to kick some butt. So, Triss and Four are running around, trying to gather allies, while the erudite are tightening their grip on the city. Along the way, they meet up with the factionless, a group of people who don't belong to any faction. They are the rejects, the outcasts, the people who said, "Screw your personality test, I'm not fitting into any of your stupid boxes." You'd think these guys would be living it up, enjoying their freedom from the system, but no, they're just as miserable as everyone else. In fact, they're led by Four's long-lost mother, Evelyn. Yeah, because we needed some more soap opera drama in this dystopian epic. Evelyn is one tough cookie. She's got the kind of hardened demeanor that only comes from years of living in a society that thinks the best way to organize people is by sticking them into pigeonholes. She's all about taking down the factions and establishing a new order. And you just know, when someone in these movies starts talking about a new order, things are about to go from bad to worse. So, after some more running, fighting, and existential monologuing, Triss and her gang manage to get their hands on the magical box. But opening it isn't as easy as you'd think. No, because that would be too straightforward. The box is locked, and the only way to open it is for Triss to pass a series of tests, because nothing says epic showdown like a standardized test from hell. Each test corresponds to one of the 5 factions, and Triss has to prove she's got what it takes in each area. It's like someone took the SATs and decided to make them life-threatening. She's gotta be selfless, brave, honest, peaceful, and smart. Basically, everything the other characters are not. And of course, Triss passes all the tests because she's divergent, and that's what divergents do. They defy the system, they break the rules, and they win the game. So, the box opens, and what's inside? The big secret that everyone's been killing each other over? A message from the founders of the city, telling them that the entire society is an experiment. Yup, an experiment. Like they're all rats in a maze, being watched by some higher power for kicks. This message tells them that the divergents are the key to saving humanity, and that it's time to leave the city and explore the world outside. And suddenly, the whole movie feels like it was leading up to a giant gotcha moment. The system everyone's been fighting over is a joke, the factions are a lie, and the real world is out there, waiting to be discovered. But instead of feeling triumphant, you're just sitting there thinking, wait, that's it? And that's how Insurgent wraps up. A whole lot of action, angst, and adolescent melodrama, all leading up to the revelation that none of it really mattered. It's like they wanted to make a point about the futility of human conflict, but forgot to make the story interesting while they were at it. But don't worry, there's another movie coming, because this dystopian train wreck isn't over yet. So, get ready for more running, more fighting, and more mind-numbing plot twists. Because in this world, the only thing more dangerous than being divergent is having to sit through another sequel.